Hey everyone, so this is Caitlin at Out of Wonder, and welcome to my tending the list brainstorm for my August setup. This is my last one from July, and honestly, monthly action wise, which was a lot of my main priorities, I felt really, really solid about it. There's some slight changes that I made to my goals, and I didn't like write them on here, but yeah, only two things that didn't get done, and they were things that like can wait till August, and that's totally fine. So, I felt good about it. July just sucked because of getting COVID, but the rest, and that's like why my weekly actions, some of them, like I couldn't go out to coffee shops because I was quarantining and I was sick. So, yeah, that's how we were doing. So this is the Brainstorm Your Month page. And I already went ahead and did this. And so you divide it up by that first column is monthly, the one on the right is weekly, and down below you have your dailies. You'll notice that I have a lot going on for things that I want to do in August. And I feel really good. I have way better energy. So we'll see. And what I noticed about this brainstorm that was a little bit different is that some of these things I was like, well, this can go on my weekly actions, but I don't actually need it on my tending list that I check in with. Or this can go on the calendar, like my monthly calendar view, but I don't need it on there. And so I'm finding better ways with my automations to kind of break them down even more and doing that like 6 month reflect deep dive and then a deeper 6 month goal reflect and then also like the 6 month kind of plan and redoing like what I'm calling my annual goals that I really truly never got to and then resetting those up in my new planner. It just feels so good. It feels like what, January typically feels like, but I'm so overwhelmed with school. So, let's see, this little like category that's your priority. I'm just going to focusing on savoring and enjoying. So, I'm doing what I love this month, and that's focusing on a new novel and writing and something that I am super excited about. And then also a couple just enjoyable. I'm going on a camping trip, getting into work, so savoring those last days of summer before throwing into the back to school fun of September. I like it, but there's so much that I'm trying to do to like set the tone for the year and expectations, and it's a lot of like really heavy teaching the small stuff, and then my encouraging words are take it one day at a time, stay present. So trying not to get anxious. I did a lot of setup. I did a lot of preparation for the school year. It's mostly, curriculum I've taught with a few add-ins, and we got this. So September planning. This is for work. So I color code these with the MakseLife system, so it's really easy for me to see what's personal and what's work stuff. Still on the same list. I did buy initially 2 sheets, one for work and one for school for tending lists. And, I could continue that. I don't want to buy a new one for next year if I don't have to, or wait till they're cheaper and I can just like change the month on the top because I really only use the like brainstorming sheets and I don't use the calendars in them at all. So, but right now I have it all in one and that's working. It's also working because it's summer, but I was like, ooh, I could kind of do 2 in 1 and that might help it work, stay at work and home stuff stay at home. I might just be more productive. But, my personal, I went to planning September, my tending calendar goals, and then MakseLife reflections. I consider that in their like spiritual category. So I put that in a different color, but it's like on the same kind of line. So kind of the planning and prepping that I'm doing for work for the next 4 weeks, very similar. And honestly, my work planning and prepping, planning wise, is going great. Like I have that pretty knocked out, definitely for like assessments, everything for that first month. So now I'm getting into the really detailed lesson plans and then specifically materials and coming up with materials that I need to make. So other work stuff, so I added work list, so focusing on building those binders so I have all those details, organizing my Google Drive so I can just like make sure my resources are right there. There's some things I definitely need to like come up with just because I had some holes that I realized like, oh, they need, or my student, I really like to use Pear Deck, so if you've used that and you're a teacher, it uses like Google Slides, but then it flips it so it's more engaging for students and it just makes it really present. It has a good feedback feature. It's absolutely amazing. As if I was investing in some ed tech right now. If you have money, go check out Pear Deck. it's really well designed. And then tires, I really need to get tires on my car this month, so that's something that's going to be like first week of August actions. Not that I'm driving it a lot, but I just don't want something to happen, and they're definitely need to be done. So then cleaning my car, I just like to do that before the school year. So just go through, probably take it through the car wash and just have that done. So assessment tracker, prep for week 1. So this is a work goal where I have like a checklist for all of my assessments, and it just helps me keep track of all my classes, and it'll just be ready to go. So I want to have that done. We start September 1st, so we have a Thursday and Friday days with students. We're in there like 2 weeks before, and there's all the meetings, and there's all the, you just never will get to what you get to, but we do get some days where we can come in and build up some time in case of, sometimes we have makeup days at the end of the year, and it's kind of a nice substitute for that. And then my apartment, so I booked all that stuff. So cardboard, I need to finish up that project. And then my closet, still haven't got to that. And then I have this like kitchen space, and I have some tables that work really well for work. So I need to go through and just, I'm so close. I got a lot done there, but I just need to like fine tune it so that it's really a usable like work teaching space. And then my writing space, I think, is going to be more with my desk with my goals, which is in kind of a bedroom in my apartment. So September budget, finally got to budgeting, and that's a deeper like block that I have. That's not just like something, sometimes budget's really easy or people are empowered, and I'm still working on my financial wellness. So that's been really hard mentally getting through that. So I just want to keep going with that since I did do August. And then I do want to do a guided meditation. I want to write one for back to school, I think, kind of for myself, but then also for anyone that I can kind of share it out to. So I probably will add that on this page. Coffee shop, I want to go to coffee shop once a month. And not just like go grab coffee, like go in there and enjoy it. I could do writing stuff, I could do work stuff, but I just think it will be a healthier space for me and kind of just some good time for me to, I don't know. I always love how I feel coming out of coffee shops. And then I have my alignment board, which I'm going to do. Sorry, the sound is matching up and I'm doing a voiceover, but my alignment board is just kind of like a vision board with just making sure I'm aligned to my values. So my weekly like actions, check-ins on my tending list, which it's more disciplined for me. I do have 7 this week. I have an extra one, so I'm just going to draw that in because it works for what I need. And so some of these are like things I'm going to need for my weekly actions for like my MakseLife view and for my goal planning. I'm just like putting on this page, but really it doesn't need to be on my tending sheet. So tending sheet is like the priorities that I definitely need to check in with. So these are actually more of what I would consider like progress goals versus like maintenance goals. And I even do coasting goals that are like, yep, okay, we're doing good at this. This is a coasting goal. Like we're not even going to put thought process in. It'll probably just happen. But so meal planning and prep is something I'm kind of out of the routine of it because of summer, but I want to get back into making sure I'm taking care of myself. And then I added Club Moxie, so any homework, weekly tasks for that, events, meetings, that's a priority, right? Like I'm investing in it. I need to invest in myself and the community when I can. So reading The Book Thief is a reread I need to do so that I can do it from a teaching mindset. I've read it once. I've, watched the film also, but there's, definitely differences. But getting back, and so the film kind of stuck with me more, I think, than when I read it, even though I don't know why, but it just did. And I think because it's more recent, I taught the film, not the whole book, but I used it with when we were reading Night. And we do this kind of like really big discussion about nonfiction and fiction with Holocaust. And my students read nonfiction last year as freshmen. So I feel comfortable, it's an honors class, doing that, but I think that's a serious conversation too. And then we get into fun, so painting my nails, going for a walk, going for a run. I miss running, actually. I really want to run right now, and I don't want it as a health goal because then I get like kind of too obsessive about it and body image. And then poetry and journal, and then weekly reflections and affirmations and manifestation. I used to do quite a bit of that work, and it kind of got pushed to the side, which was fine. We got through some big shifts, but I'm feeling I like having those statements and just helping me align with my values and thinking about really what I want, and being open to receiving it is what it's for me. And then intentional recharge and nature. That's something that's really powerful and really, really helpful for my health, specifically my mental health, but also my physical health. They all play kind of a role. So I added that right in there, and I'm feeling really solid about this. By the way, if you are not subscribed, feel free to subscribe. Click like down below if you enjoyed this video, if it helped you out in any way. Yeah, so I'm just going to keep rocking. I don't know. I'm really getting into writing right now. I didn't do my daily goals on this, but I do have 7 daily habits that I'm going to focus on. And really in the next month, I have a lot going on. So I might not be posting as many videos. Hopefully I'll still, I'll definitely be posting, I think, but it's just kind of on and off. And I guess we're front loading a lot kind of up front here. And I'll probably actually post these before August so that if people need some ideas to get rolling with goals or just enjoy kind of watching these as like a let's plan, let's reflect together, you can do that. So I'm trying to think what else. Thanks for watching if you got this far. Thanks for watching if you've watched any other videos. I think I might do just like a chill talk Q&A sometimes in this next like quarter, 6 months, but we'll see. Honestly, teaching just kind of gets crazy. So good luck, and let me know about any goals you have going on. Have a good day. Bye.